Good morning, Fellowship Hi-Crest. This is Jill Rice, and today I'm here with your Jumpstart for July 4th. And we're going to be looking at Exodus chapter 33. And I'm going to read a few verses from it, and I'm going to jump around a little bit. But we're going to start in verse number 1. It says, "The Lord said to Moses, 'Get going, you and the people you brought up from the land of Egypt. Go up to the land I swore to give to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I told them, I will give this land to your descendants, and I will send an angel before you to drive out the Canaanites, Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. Go up to this land that flows with milk and honey, but I will not travel among you, for you are a stubborn and rebellious people. If I did, I would surely destroy you along the way.' When the people heard these stern words, they went into mourning and stopped wearing their jewelry and fine clothes. For the Lord had told Moses to tell them, 'You are a stubborn and rebellious people. If I were to travel with you for even a moment, I would destroy you. Remove your jewelry and fine clothes while I decide what to do with you.' So from that time that they left Mount Sinai, the Israelites wore no more jewelry or fine clothes." And so this chapter comes right after the golden calf incident, and the Israelites, they had been rescued out of slavery in Egypt, and they had crossed the Red Sea, and Moses has gone up on Mount Sinai to receive the Ten Commandments, and the Israelites are there at the bottom, and they decide to make this golden calf and start worshiping this golden calf, and God is angry with them because they've already abandoned him and decided to worship a God that they made up. And so he decides, hey, you know what? You just go ahead and go on to the promised land. I promised you it. I'll send an angel before you, but I'm not going with you. And at this point, the Israelites they go into mourning. They say, God, we messed this up. And he's kind of testing them here. He's saying, hey, I'm going to give you the thing that I promised you, but I'm not going to go with you for it. And he's testing them to say, like, do you really want it, or do you want my presence? Do you love the things that I can give you more than who I am? And at this moment, the Israelites get it. They say, God, we want you more than we want the things that you can give us. And we see this down in later in the chapter. Moses says in verse 14 and 13, he starts asking God, like, please, like, go with us. In 15, it says, then Moses said, if you don't personally go with us, don't make us leave this place. How will anyone know that you look favorably on me and on your people if you don't go with us? For your presence among us sets your people and me apart from all the other people on the earth. And so this is where the Israelites really get it. And they say, God, we want you more than the things that you can give us. We don't want to go to the promised land without you, God, because the promised land means nothing to us without your presence. And so that's my challenge for you today is, as you're moving in this season of life and whatever it means for you, whatever you're moving into, maybe you're moving out of something, God's got you in a place right now, is are you valuing whatever you're in more than God himself? And are you seeking this season, whether it's people, whether it's stuff, whether it's an experience, more than God himself? And are you willing to stop and pause and say, you know what, I'm going to stay right here until I can feel and experience and know God himself before I take one more step and before I move from this place? God, I want to know your presence, and I want to know that you're with me, because he promises us that. He says, God, I will be with you if you seek my presence and you seek my face. And so that's my challenge for you today. Are you seeking God's presence more than the things that he promises us? Continue to power up, pour in, and spill out